Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, Love and Light. We currently are in a world that's all inverted, mixed up, and damaged. And when we look backwards and we wonder how this happened, it happened well before we were incarnated in this time and in this space. It could have been when our past selves were living. It could have been before our past selves even started reincarnating, or however you want to look at it, got stuck in a realm. Some found their way out. Some chose to come back to add love and light and positivity, knowledge and truth, and to help others awaken so that they'd be able to stop being trapped within the illusion or the facade that there is a mean-spirited trickster God who, wants full control, allegiance, and domination over every living soul, regardless of its origin. So if you have a light essence, definitely they want, to stamp out your light. If you're a void, if you were a creation of the Matrix, meaning a simulation, or that you gave away your divinity because you chose, the more glittery glam route, if you will, where, praise and prestige, comes just about daily from people who have lost sight of the fact that they control their own reality, and that by putting as much devotion into themselves as they might an icon or a celebrity or even an athlete, or even in the inverted word that the demigod chooses to portray in mannerism, motion, and pattern, right? Your religious sectors, all of them, pretty much all of them, because all of them take different aspects that are negative and dense, and they try to implement it into our existence, into this time, into this space. This for control, to keep you suppressed. Now, this time that we're living in is, it's a very historical moment, whether the actions, the movements, the rise in resistance, if you will, has not yet fully come, or if it's still going to come, if it's coming in, streams. But what I do know is that when these energies are trying to manipulate you into following them, what they're actually doing is pulling you away from the true word of the Creator, the true aspects of wholenessness, fullnessness, and balance and harmony, being at peace or within loving energy, the highest vibration. That's us. That's who we are. But when we forget about that and we look outside of us for validation, then all we're doing is enforcing the fallen angels, the Anunnaki, the religious people, the celebrities, the athletes, pretty much anyone of power and position, regardless of stature and status, right? Because people can perceive power, and they can even make you perceive power by how they move, in which maybe, well, it definitely is an illusion, because what they're trying to do is bend your free will in order to see things on their lower level playing field, where nobody has the ability to be more than what they are, which is disregarded or forgotten or stepped on or toxin filled. Because look around us. These same energies aren't really affected as we are with the disruption within the atmosphere, within the earth, because they have clean air and clean food, and they have the ability to transmute into different forms, to take on different personas, and you can find them in every aspect of this world. And they've been here since the last reset. Because when they were, either they did their time, right, 1,000 years beneath the earth, or if some of their minions cast spells, opened portals, which we do know is happening, just so you know, right? CERN, yeah. CERN is a company, and they just continually try to open different portals, because apparently they're trying to get out of this realm, but they can't, because their judgment, their crime, was to be sentenced here until the Creator decided that, you know, there was going to be another reset. And more than likely, there will be, because what they've done to this planet is horrible, whether we were complicit or not, whether we knew what was going on or not, whether we felt like we could make a difference or not. But what I'm here to tell you is that I am one of those light essences that was able to break out through the last cycle of life that I lived here. And I had the option, I had the choice. I could have either gone back home to the Planoma and, you know, basked within the glory of Source, or I could have come back. Could have gone any other place too. But I chose to come back, and not because there's things that I left undone, but because I know that my special skills, my born talents, my ability to stay focused and maintain a choice my entire life, many choices of that enhanced me from the inside out. I'm not a doormat. I'm not to be walked on or spat at, and neither are you. And I didn't give my power, my energy away to anybody. And I still have it. I still have all parts of me and the pieces that I've called in from my past lives to join me in this time, in this space, so that I can use all of my positive purity, my pure positivity, however you want to look at it. But I am pure. I don't indulge other than smoking a cigarette, which, you know, I'm forced to cut down on, you know, money issues, which is probably something that the Creator put into place so that I could rid myself of the toxins that I willingly ingest. But that's not to say that that's for everybody. That just seems to be the road that I'm on. I've not drank alcohol in probably 40 years. Well, no, that's not true. When my pappy died, my sisters and I had a shot of scotch. So, right. And that was like 20 years ago, almost 15 years ago. So really, I don't drink. And I don't do hard drugs, although I do smoke marijuana. I do it because it levels out my head and keeps me, you know, focused and calm. Because when I look around me, the disruption that seems to be lingering everywhere could play a part if I didn't find a way to transmute it into inspiration or creativity, or even just love in general. Love for humanity, love for life. And that's perfect for me. Is it perfect for you? I know that these things aren't always so easy, especially when the disruption is standing right in front of you, pushing you down. And every time you get up, it pushes you down again. But the resilience that I have is that I always get back up. I never stay down long. And when I come back up, I always come back up stronger. And filled with more inner knowing, led with intuition and discernment, filled with clarity, with consistent, continual knowledge and wisdom and encouragement from my spirit team. When you stop and you listen, you have that too. Because there's so much work here that needs to be done. We all need to become aware. We all need to band together. We all need to form a circle, if you will, of positive, pure, loving intention. And then we need to enhance that and send it everywhere to everyone. And that will certainly break holes in the facade that the ones demanding prestige, power, notoriety, your sovereignty, and your evil motions. Right? Crazy. But that will all come crashing down. And everything and everyone, it'll all be made larger than day. So there's no way that you can, not see it. And that's just for the people in the back that are only just starting to wake up, that are beginning to ask questions. At least you know that there is a path, and that although there may be certain spots of turmoil and, chaos, that's because we came here so that we could shine a light and blind it out, right? Let it lose its focus, let it diminish, let it fade away, let it drop down to the abyss. Because that's probably a much nicer ending for all of these traitors, because they're all traitors, than what the Creator will provide as far as final judgment. But that doesn't mean that you can't extend a hand to your brother or your sister metaphorically, because your energy will tell you whether or not they are of the light or of the dark. And if you offer the dark healing properties, and you offer encouraging love and light to those that bask in the glory of righteousness, then you're increasing your tribe. And you're also helping another maybe find the courage to step out of the shadows, to repent for the sins or the ignorance of, if you will, and live life with positive forward motion wherever life may take us, to whatever plane we may go, whatever existence that may follow. When we are of the light and we hold our fire tight, the Creator is smiling because we are the chosen to help end the war against the Creator and finally stop the fighting amongst the people. People aren't supposed to hurt people. People are supposed to help people. I know that I do every chance I get. And I don't throw knives or daggers or even pointed forks, because I would not want to hurt an innocent light essence caught in a trap of disillusion. What are you doing in order to make your future better? What are you doing in order to help another? Are you seeing the disconnect around you? Are you putting your dots together? Are you figuring out that when you praise something outside of you, that all you're doing is adding more energy to the demigods, to the low, dense energy, the ones of suppression and domination, the ones that chose to use humanity as a tool in order to get back at the Creator? Because that's what's happening here. They don't have really much concern over us because the Creator respects and honors us and didn't do what they asked, which was to put us below them. Instead, they are below us on some levels, and on other levels they're equal to us because they do have divinity. They are creations of the Creator. They just chose low, dense, serving, self-serving energy instead of high, light, vibrational, loving energy. All because they didn't want to share the spotlight or be seen under a human. Crazy, right? But I offer love and light and hope and healing and positive forward motion to each and every individual that is stuck in a transit or forgot who they are or walked into the dark because a little whisper in their ear said the light would burn them. The light will never burn you. If you are a true light essence, light is within you. So how could you be burned by you? Unless, of course, you turn and you forget about who you are, where you came from, or what you're here to do. And for many people, it's to be present in the moment and to take life in strides and not to blow a cog or, slip a gear, but to be able to cycle smoothly and seamlessly in the reality that we call home. Whether this is a round planet with a shield or a protected barrier that doesn't allow things to flow into our space, but shield us and protect us. Or if you think that we're a platform, a slab, a chunk of rock, whatever you may think. What I do know is that our existence is contained, regardless of the form it has, and our environment was designed in order to help us thrive, not just survive. We were never meant to focus on the materialistic aspects that somehow morphed into our existence, because we're supposed to be helping each other and healing the land and living a thriveful, situation by understanding that the basics, it's not a starting point where we once forgot and we jumped further into the picture, but it's gathering up the base foundation tools that you need in order to stand firm and strong on your very own spot on this plane. So we'll just call the Earth a plane. It's a plane. Not like a plane you fly in the sky. It's a large mass of land. It's a plane. And we are enclosed. Some people say that it's energy woven together tightly. Others say that it's glass. And others say that it's plasma. And still others say that it's an actual unseen barrier that connects or disconnects one space from another. But what I do know is that it doesn't matter to me what you want to call the place we live. I love this place. Whether I knew from the beginning that we've got, an enclosure. The Bible calls it a firmament. Man decided that meant atmosphere or something similar. But what I do know is that we were given so many gifts. It's time to remember who we are, what these gifts are, and what they mean to our higher consciousness. And expel. Don't give life to. All of those that are looking to dominate, suppress, or they're looking to gain praise through you. Like Elvis. Yikes. Yikes. Yeah. Well, now the stories are true. They always said Elvis never died. And you know what? Now he wears another face. But if you look real close, you can still see. It's Lucifer. Elvis. And who's our supreme ruler again? Yeah, right. Food for thought. Don't believe what you see. Not everything you're told. Ask questions. And if they're trying to get you to bend a knee, whether they want you to praise them, worship them, or be afraid of them, you still have all the power. And your light is still brighter. And you still have the abilities that they don't. So remember who you are and pull back your power. And be happy and grateful and thankful that this space that we live in was given to us by the Creator. And then honor it. Does it really matter? Does it change your existence? Nah, I don't think so. Just makes you smarter, more aware. My lovely collective, keep your quest for knowledge on a forward, upward motion. Connect all your pieces. Find all of your dots and draw that picture that the universe is providing to you through the signs, the synchronicities, and the symbols. And they all lead back to those fallen angels, the Anunnaki, who decided that they were going to take over our planet and make us their slaves. And of course, why would the fallen angels not go along with hurting the Creator? Food for thought. Leave me a comment, a message. Let me know what you think. I'm very interested to see, to hear, and to resonate with all the information, with all the individuals that have been gifted their own bounty of beneficial tools in order to help navigate this space that we live in currently, right now. My lovely collective, I love you, and I love this earth. I do not like the turmoil, but let's all band together and flesh that out. As soon as we stop giving it life, it will go away, because what it wants, it won't be able to take, because we would have turned our backs and walked away. Join me. Let's finish what the Creator started, where we have the best versions of wholeness, fullness, balance, and harmony right here on this in this enclosed space we call Earth. Love and light.